Welcome to the show. So,
I watch it on Blu-ray.
you guys use Facebook, right?
I've heard of such thing.
Sometimes.
Did you know that Facebook can see your brain?
See my brain?
Yeah.
Like an X-ray?
Yep. No.
They can see it. They can see your head.
Brain wouldn't go up on
your,
X-ray.
You know all your photos.
Hey, he's not wrong. I didn't even think about it like
What
that.
if every time you open Facebook, your front-facing camera is watching you?
Probably is.
Yeah, it probably
Ever
is.
think about that?
So, Jono, tell us about Facebook.
So they announced a.
Who's they? Mark?
Mark.
Yep.
Or his
Big
wife.
Z.
Someone from Facebook did.
Yep.
So I think it was actually the head of their hardware department. They have like a hardware R&D department, and they've like hired like 60 scientists and engineers to try
60.
and work on some sort of device that they could mass produce. Their goal is to have a scalable, mass producible device that you put on your head, and it can do stuff like typing just straight from your mind.
Without talking.
So Mark Zuckerberg's line was like, our brains are putting out like, I think he pulled out some like random data number, like 100 Blu-rays per minute or whatever like that. I can't remember what
It was 4 HD movies.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
A minute.
Yeah.
But we can only type it like whatever, how many words.
But that's how much our brain's outputting.
Yeah,
So
so he's
they're
saying like in
they're just
all
trying
your
to take one
thoughts and all the
section of
stuff that you're producing,
Yep.
it's heaps of data, but we can't get it out quick enough
Yep.
because you got to go through your fingers.
That's right.
So they're trying to develop something that could like just read your brain and you could type based on your brain.
So,
waves.
Jono,
Yeah.
as a simple man
Simpleton.
to a science man, how on earth do they know how many HD movies my brain can?
He might still be in black and white.
Because I believe anything, and that made me go, all right.
Maybe they can say how much of your brain is active at any time, and they can estimate how many neurons you have, and every neuron's sort of like a bit. So you could have to do some sort of conversion of like electrical signals to
Or
bits.
alternately, they've tried to extract that little bit of vocabulary out of you, and it just filled up 4 HD's worth of stuff in a minute. And I went, oh, look at that.
Someone was like,
Already do it.
hey, I've got 4 HD movies, and it's the same amount as your minute worth of data.
My
How
first thing I
coincidence.
thought when I saw this is, if you can put it on and it's going to type what you're thinking and stuff like that, say your partner's asleep, you throw it on their head while they're asleep, and then you start getting this audio, or totally, you want to know what you're sleeping about, so you put it on at night, and then you get this right out of what you've been dreaming about.
Wow.
That would actually be genuinely interesting if you could read people's dreams as they're happening.
Remember Final Fantasy, the first movie? They record dreams.
I
She
didn't
goes
watch-
to bed.
I didn't
and-
watch it.
Oh, they record dreams and then she
Oh, right.
gets up and watches it back.
Huh.
Play it back.
All right then.
What's your dream?
That actually didn't occur to me, but that would be really cool.
Or the alternative, the drunken things, where, sorry, I didn't mean to send that message because it was just my head, I was drunk, it's just my subconscious thing, didn't mean to do that.
That's closer to what I was thinking.
Yep.
I was thinking like you're halfway through typing something. Maybe you're typing an essay, right? And you know, like, especially for guys, your head can wander.
Yeah.
This-
What
lot
if
of
a
sex scenes in
random
this.
thought just like pops into your head while you're typing? Does it just appear on the screen?
Just
That's
every
something
7 seconds it goes somewhere else.
I think I've got a few questions. You said it's Facebook's hardware department or
Yes.
hardware team.
Yeah.
Have they produced any hardware so far?
I don't know.
Oculus.
That's a great question.
They bought Oculus.
But would it be a part of that?
But it's theirs now.
Exactly. Or money.
They're probably continuing the development on that. They probably have other stuff, but I don't think Facebook sells
So
any
Facebook
right
hasn't
now,
officially
other
like
than-
released any hardware so far, right? They were talking about making a phone a few
other
years
than
back, but I don't
Oculus.
think it came to fruition.
No, I guess you'd have to have a hardware department, though, because of like servers and stuff and how big the company is, right?
No, but I think they're actually doing R&D. So they're like
They wanna make
hardware
stuff.
to make something that they can sell. This thing they want to make and sell. Like at the moment, so you use EEG, which is that like probes that you put on people's heads and
Yep.
you can like
The
read
metal
their
nipples.
brain waves. Yeah. So at the moment, you can actually do stuff like have a game where you've got a ball or something like that, and it's controlled by your brain. But it's really simple thoughts. It's like up, and I think you have to devote your entire brain to like that one thought because it's not very like specific
That's
right
kind of
now.
cool. It's
But
like
on the same thing of how fast we are exponentially advancing in everything we do, this one up thing, as soon as you get that one foot in the door,
Yeah.
opens the door up and then everything opens.
Yeah, so at the moment, the problem is if you want to do something that specific in the brain, you actually have to insert stuff into people's brain.
Hey now.
And the chick made a joke that probably wouldn't scale very well. As a marketing
They're
project.
funny. We're gonna put things in your brain.
Yeah. But the challenge is to make something that's sensitive enough and like accurate enough to put it on the right part of your brain to form like a word.
I'm a bit skeptical about this because not that I don't think the technology is possible, but I guess my point is I don't think there's anyone who sits down in front of a computer and thinks, man, I wish my hands were faster because my thoughts are too quick.
No. It's not, I wish my hands were faster. It's like, I can't be bothered using my hands.
It's not just that. Like, I know he's saying that there's 7 or 4 HD movies worth of data coming out of our brain.
Yeah.
But how many of those is actual, like, useful thoughts? Not like
that's
just
that's ciphering
gibberish.
On the same side, though, Facebook has pretty much all your secrets now. What happens once they can attach to your brain?
Yeah.
We're just taking your typing, but we actually know everything about you now.
Some people already update their Facebook status too often. This is just going to ruin everything.
So if you had the ability to have just something that's like really small, doesn't like hardly looks like anything, just like sitting on your head.
Yeah.
You get a message on your iWatch or whatever.
Yeah.
And you don't have to type anything. You don't have to do anything. You just look at it, think,
and reply in your
and the
head.
reply happens.
Yachan just bought it already.
Which you've pre-ordered it already. How have you done that?
I don't
How is that even possible?
As much of like a technology
Would you do it?
geek
Would
I
you-
am,
would you
I
want
don't
that?
think that's a good idea because the time it takes for you to reply is like just enough time where you've filtered out like all the stupid thoughts you've had,
You never filter.
and you even for myself,
This
you've-
is
you've had
you
a-
after filtering?
This is a filter?
Oh my god.
you should see what's going on inside my head. This is why I don't want you to see what's going on inside my head. Exactly. So I think like
Is that little dash of hair that's missing from when you had the probe in?
yeah, the first thought you have is like already sent to someone. Like you're gonna end up saying things that like it's just not good.
It's also, guys, they do say that every 7 seconds, guys'
Yeah.
minds do drift.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, meet you at 5 o'clock. Beep, 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 beep. And you're going to have like an edit
Yeah.
text on there.
I thought it was
Yeah.
7 minutes. Is it 7 seconds?
I thought there were 7 milliseconds. Jeez.
That's why he needs that filter.
H.N. Ted's still in one of the other Fast and Furious movies.
Just think about
He hits
the one in Brazil.
Yeah.
think about how bad the grammar will be though.
Yeah, my head's like...
Wait, does it have autocorrect?
You could do some software stuff.
Does it have
so like
autocorrect?
the words get fixed. Like you're not thinking the letters. I think you're thinking the words or something like
Okay,
that.
so I think we're taking it this wrong angle. Okay, so this
Or do you
is
speak it in your head and then it goes... It's like you're dictating it.
no,
Yeah, I
this is
think-
how it's going to be useful. Don't think about words. Okay, typing is already. Our fingers are fast enough, or dictation is fine. I think the way we got to think about it now is if you're trying to draw a 3D map on a computer, like that takes a long time just because of the process and the way you do it. Whereas with this, you just think of the image, and boom, it's drawn.
Just so you know
That's
about
useful.
that, your brain doesn't work as well as you think. Like everyone like a lot of people think when I remember something, it's like a video recorder. But when you remember something, your brain, it's like they repainted. So you think you've taken a picture, but your brain looks at it and you turn around and your brain redraws it over here. So bits are missing, bits. So you may go, that's what the map looks like. But when you reprint it out, it's going to be
But
distorted.
I'm not talking about memory. I'm talking about creating something. Like so, for me
So
to
you said a map, which would be a memory.
well, it could be anything. Like for me to envision a structure, like think of like a Minecraft structure. Like for me to envision what it would look like and put blocks in my head is a lot quicker than trying to do it with a mouse and a keyboard.
Yeah, I think the end game would be to get towards images. Like, say an artist can fully just visualize what they're thinking in their
Yeah,
head,
or like
a musician can come up with
Yeah.
music straight from there. Well, they can already do that.
What
But
would be amazing is when somebody's on psychedelics and then seeing,
see what's
because sometimes
happening.
they can't articulate
See what they come
they're
up with,
seeing,
yeah.
but if it could articulate what's happening, would be amazing to see.
I think it'd be great for those of us who are artistically challenged. Because, like, if we came up with a tune in our heads, we can't, like, there's nothing we can do with that. It's just going to die there.
Can you imagine that, like new concerts where the DJ just puts the thing on his head and you listen to the
Coming
voice
up,
of
yeah, like a consciousness stream of music.
the music
or
like
like
constantly
art.
here.
That's
It
what
would
they
be
already do.
interesting.
They just put headphones on their heads and do nothing.
But images would be, like, exponentially harder than words.
Yeah, and I
So,
think
like,
would be
obviously
amazing
you'd be
if they get
starting
that
with
level.
words.
And I think like architects trying to design something or like something complex like that, if you're able to just think it and have it display in front of you, you
Yeah.
can edit it and move it around.
Yeah,
like that's
yeah,
that's
that would be
useful.
great. But that's
great.
even
It's
harder.
basically the next level of the Tony Stark with his hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But using it to update your Facebook status is probably not a good idea.
It's
Where I think it would go though, Like, obviously, Facebook would want to have advertising.
Yes.
So you're thinking of stuff, and ads pop up because your brain is thinking about it.
It's going to be the other thing where it goes back into your brain. Like,
Yes,
about to say,
and
the
the
Zoom
even more
underwear.
disturbing.
How
drama.
you know, it wouldn't be that hard for them to just reverse and start putting things in your head.
But
And
then
then
you could have
education.
P2P communication, like person to person, brain to brain.
Does that mean we all become plugged into the tree, avatar style?
Well, like you don't even have to
We're all-
read. You get a message
Like
on
a
your
Borg.
thing, and it just transmits that directly to your brain, so you don't even have to look at the thing.
And would become a hive mind.
we won't even have to
type
move
of a
anymore. We're
species.
just going to sit there, just working, talking to my friend,
Well, yeah.
watch the movie.
Or you could be driving and actually doing something and still do that.
We won't be driving. They got the automated cars.
True. Yeah.
Tesla's already on that button.
Yeah. But if you could automatically transmit like a thought to someone's head, that would probably be even worse.
It is going to be. We're getting to the point where everything's automated. It's like, the only real thing I can do is like go for a walk.
Yeah.
Heard there's some good walks around here.
Creative
Extreme
stuff would have to be the things that people would have to do.
Paired up with
That comes
VR
up in
would be pretty cool.
one of our latest subjects about them destroying the creative in Australia.
Ah.
That's our last topic, though.
Spoiler alert. Anyway.